It's the top of the hour. Good morning. Welcome to Good Day Dakota. I'm Josh Meddy. Thank you for waking up with us this Tuesday morning. In our top story, the long-lasting impacts of the coronavirus pandemic. Tourism across the country and here in North Dakota has fallen on hard times. KX News reporter Robert Sir tells us how local officials are hoping the pain eases sooner rather than later.
The wounds of the COVID-19 pandemic are still fresh in our minds, but the scars could last much longer. As the pandemic struck, everyone was encouraged to stay home for their safety. And nearly everyone did for just about 2 months.
Really, since the outbreak started in mid-March, you have places like the Bismarck Event Center, like our convention and visitors, hotels, they really have been idle.
That's 2 months of people not putting money back into their community, as well as communities not getting outside visitors.
As events get postponed, that means less travelers coming to our community. And if we have less travelers coming to our community, that means they're spending less in our community. And so we're going to see those occupancy tax collections more than likely go down over the next couple of months.
That's Brian Ritter, the head of the Bismarck-Mandan Chamber of Commerce. He tells me hotel occupancy tax collections, as well as restaurant and lodging tax collections, are all down nearly 20%. In Minot, it's more of the same, as hotel occupancy in April was down nearly 19% over last April. And with the cancellation of the state fair and the Hustfest, the ripple effect of losing all that tax revenue is starting to be felt already.
The city council did postpone 2 projects. They had bids in, and they postponed awarding those bids for 2 major infrastructural projects for at least a year.
The lack of tourism caused by the COVID-19 pandemic is causing many cities across the country, as well as here in North Dakota, to reconsider their ways that they lure people to visit their cities. Some telling me they're even thinking about a plan to focus more on getting people from within the state to visit their city rather than trying to lure others from out of state. Dickinson is a prime example of this. Hotel occupancy in April compared to last April plunged 55%.
We're really looking to get local, like North Dakotans that don't normally visit this area to come and visit this area, because we're within a day. You know, it's really great visitors options here, tourism things to do, and it's not that long to drive from one corner of the state to the other here in North Dakota.
And they need visitors, especially after the 2-week-long Rough Rider Days fair scheduled for later this month was canceled. Now, all 3 told me they do feel their communities will bounce back faster than other larger cities across the country because of all the diverse offerings each has to offer for tourists. Reporting for KX News in Bismarck, I'm Robert Sir.
As of now, Dickinson's famous September Harvest Festival is still planned to go on as scheduled. The North Dakota Vulnerable Population Protection Plan, also known as VP3, is reuniting residents with their loved ones. It's a 3-phased approach being put in place to help ease restrictions. Phase 1 will focus on internally preparing the facilities. Each center will have to go through 2 mass testing events before moving into Phase 1. Phase 2 and 3 will begin the reopening process, allowing 1 scheduled visitors per resident and allowing residents to travel outside of the facility.
Prior to this, they were always allowed to make those decisions regarding their life, and that decision-making power has been taken away with this issue. And I think that absolutely the vast majority would tell us very clearly, open up the doors. I want to see my families. My mental health has suffered in this 90-day period, and I need my family.
The Long-Term Care Association expects facilities across the state to be fully operating by the end of August. Trinity Health released the numbers of the second round of COVID-19 testing among Trinity employees. Hundreds of staff members throughout Trinity Health were tested last week as a part of the state's expanded testing program. Of the 875 employees tested, only 1 came back positive. The remaining 874 were negative. Vice President of Trinity Randy Schwann says that with extensive testing showing very low infection rates and with many safety measures in place, Trinity Health providers are returning to offering medical services, including surgeries, diagnostic imaging, routine screenings, and other physician appointments. We continue our COVID-19 North Dakota watch with the latest case numbers from the Department of Health, where officials say 19 additional people tested positive for the coronavirus, bringing the overall total now to 2,880 cases. As we break down those new cases county by county, Stutzman reported the largest gain of new ones with 8, as ahead of Cass County, which saw 6, and Wells and Grand Forks counties each reported 2. Burley County reported 1. As we take a look at the rest of the numbers, the state's confirmed 72 deaths from complications of the coronavirus, with no new deaths to report. 29 people are now hospitalized. That's currently up 1 from Sunday's reporting. And the health department reports 2,336 people are now considered recovered, which means there are 472 active cases here in North Dakota. And to date, 81% of those who have tested positive for COVID-19 here in the state have recovered from the virus. You can find the latest information on the coronavirus, including resources, the latest case numbers, and prevention on our website, kxnet.com. There's still plenty of news and weather ahead on Good Day Dakota, including it's Election Day. So have you filled out your mail-in ballot yet? If not, it's not too late. We'll have the details coming up after the break. And Amber will have your full weather forecast in just a bit.
Watching Good Day Dakota with Josh Meny, Alicia Huck, and weather with meteorologist Amber Wheeler. Good Day Dakota on KX News, putting North